If you drink much from a bottle marked poison, it is certain to disagree with you sooner or later. If you don't know where you want to go, then it doesn't matter which path you take. But it's no use now, thought poor Alice, to pretend to be two people. Why, there's hardly enough of me left to make one respectable person. Alice had begun to think that very few things indeed were really impossible. And the moral of that is, the more there is of mine, the less there is of yours. Begin at the beginning, the king said gravely, and go on till you come to the end, then stop. Only a few find the way. Some don't recognize it when they do. Some don't ever want to. Somehow you strayed and lost your way, and now there'll be no time to play, no time for joy, no time for friends, not even time to make amends. Would you tell me, please, which way I ought to go from here? That depends a good deal on where you want to get to. I don't much care where. Then it doesn't matter which way you go? I wish creatures wouldn't be so easily offended. You'll get used to it in time, said the caterpillar, and it put the hookah into its mouth and began smoking again. Everything's got a moral, if only you can find it. It sounded an excellent plan, no doubt, and very simply and neatly arranged. The only difficulty was that she had not the smallest idea how to set about it. If you don't know where you're going, any road can take you there. You're thinking about something, and it makes you forget to talk. Haste makes waste, so I rarely hurry. But if a ferret were about to dart at my dress, I'd run. Why, sometimes I've believed as many as 6 impossible things before breakfast. It's no use going back to yesterday, because I was a different person then. Imagination is the only weapon in the war with reality. Alice thought to herself, I don't see how he can ever finish if he doesn't begin. Never imagine yourself to be otherwise than what it might appear to others that what you were or might have been was not otherwise than what you had been would have appeared to them to be otherwise. If everybody minded their own business, the world would go around a great deal faster than it does. Well, I never heard it before, but it sounds like uncommon nonsense. My dear, here we must run as fast as we can, just to stay in place. And if you wish to go anywhere, you must run twice as fast as that. How queer everything is today. And yesterday things went on just as usual. I wonder if I've been changed in the night? Every adventure requires a first step. Who in the world am I? That's the great puzzle. She generally gave herself very good advice, though she very seldom followed it, and sometimes she scolded herself so severely as to bring tears into her eyes. Never let anyone drive you crazy. It is nearby anyway, and the walk is good for you. The best way to explain it is to do it. I'm not strange, weird, off, nor crazy. My reality is just different from yours. It would have made a dreadfully ugly child, but it makes rather a handsome pig. If you'll believe in me, I'll believe in you. Is that a bargain? How do you know I'm mad? Said Alice. You must be, said the cat, or you wouldn't have come here. When I used to read fairy tales, I fancied that kind of thing never happened, and now here I am in the middle of one. The only way to achieve the impossible is to believe that it is possible. And what is the use of a book, thought Alice, without pictures or conversation?